screen. That would be nice.
Can you not?
Not on this, I don't think, but if you do a regular voice channel, you can.
That's
That's the
weird.
part that's annoying. But in the regular voice channel, I don't think you can have more than X amount of people.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my 15-minute as well. Hey, we're getting like feedback from your mic. That's weird.
Okay.
Unless that's construction back there.
It's likely the construction. I'll just keep my mic muted.
I'll tell you some areas that I'm watching right now. We got this breaker that overlapped with the midnight open right here. We've hit -2, going for -2.5, which also lines up -2 with the 445 breaker that we had London low SMT with. So this one's in play, really, for me, that I'm mainly watching. We could get a little retracement up in here because we still have this breaker. It's unmitigated. Technically a unicorn. But
Yeah, that BISI you had marked on your chart, I'd like to see us dip down into there, especially because we left a low right above that BISI
yeah,
on NASDAQ. I'd like to see the open kind of dip down in there, give us some SMT, maybe even SMT with the breaker low, and then get long to Monday high.
yeah, that'd be ideal. I also, I mean, I doubt we get down here, but you know, if y'all are looking for a panty drop play, I've got the London. It's not the London low since NQ rated the London low, but I've got this set up on my chart to see if one of the other assets runs London low while we tap into there. It's unlikely though. At the open, I think. No, it's not a contracts indicator. It's me doing my prep work, understanding my risk. Now I will share this as well. This is a unmitigated 15-minute breaker up in here that I've got. It's just above prior day high. Some projections line up with it. We could see a reaction there. So that's the red line on my chart. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the 1 minute. And I guess let's throw our disclaimer out there. You might see me take trades, you might not. Take your own trades, not financial advice. Yeah, if Tenny shares his screen, it's not financial advice either. Do your own trades for educational purposes only. Good luck today. Yeah, Prince talked about the weekly manipulation. Yeah, we
Right
got
above previous day high. Yeah, I'm watching that as well.
right there.
Friday's high could potentially be a draw on liquidity. Um,
Yep.
That'd be pretty much a very similar play to what we had last week with the Trump news, where we rated Friday high, rated SMT, and then and dropped. Very similar profile looking like this week. Not saying we will get to Friday high, but I am watching out for that.
Yeah. Oh, and real quick side note, I talked to Eufonso this morning. Like, I love this indicator, the ICT kill zone. But I asked him, I said, hey, I think one thing that can make this better if, like, this read Friday high on all assets. So that way we know quickly.
Oh yeah.
So he's working on that. Hopefully he's got something set up for us.
Quadratus just pointed out tomorrow is whenever the tariffs take effect.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that screams a
Same.
similar profile to last week.
Yeah, same thing as last week. We rally all Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday we hit that panty dropper. And hey, you might be able to get another $500,000 trade, brother.
Should I hope so?
Hey, I'm just going for 50K.
I mean, yeah, this profile looks, I mean, legit identical to last week. We open, we trade lower, we manipulate, we create breakers down there, and then they project right up on that Friday high.
Yeah, I think the past 3 weeks have been the same profile, haven't they?
Yeah, pretty much rally on Monday, Tuesday, midweek reversal. We do have CPI on Thursday as well. Tariff news tomorrow, or tariff going into effect tomorrow. I mean, yeah, not gonna marry the idea, but I mean, unless something drastically changes, that's my plan.
Oop, give me a second here.
Moved into a little bit quieter room since everybody's in the main room in there. My daughter's in here watching her iPad.
Nice. What part of Panama City y'all at?
I have no idea.
Y'all taking the family to Club La Vila?
No, on the beach in the condo. That's all I know. I just give my wife the credit card.
Absolutely. Keep mama happy.
Yeah, I'll let her do all the booking. I know we have SMT at previous day high, but honestly, I do expect Nasdaq to draw to that high.
Or at least a yes.
Yeah. I haven't even looked over there. These are the plays that, like, I'm not very interested in panty dropping. Yeah, I would not be panty dropping this, personally. Not really even remotely interested in doing it.
Well, I mean, you can look at the... hell, we don't even really have a breaker on it. Let's,
So,
I mean, let's look at yesterday. I mean, our breaker is... what? 725? I mean, that's 1,100 points. You know?
yeah, how was yesterday, by the way? I mean, the volatility was crazy from what I very rare or very briefly glanced at.
You know, there were clean moves, but none of them gave SMT to get in. I mean, the 930 open was really the only clean one, and you know, I think the majority of the group missed it because one contract, I think it was like $450 risk, so on a micro.
Jesus. See, that's also what the previous weeks have done. They've given SMT for shorts, violated them on Monday and Tuesday, no SMT for the longs,
Yep.
and then just fucking dumped the rest of the week.
Yep.
Like, these profiles are very, very textbook the past couple of weeks.
DLB asked me, "You want me to check the PD during London that failed?" Yeah, yeah. I took that, and I mean, I thought it was a pretty good place to try to capture a move here. I mean, the only downside, we created this 5-minute breaker as ES was rating the highs. But I mean, then again, we were also going into a 5-minute bearish breaker. So honestly,
So for me, I actually looked at this because somebody sent me a DM and asked about it. Like, what did I think about that short? For me, I personally would not have taken the short. Number one, Nasdaq took the London low. Therefore, I would expect it to be the one to take the London high. Number two, as Brett just mentioned, we created 1 minute, 5-minute bullish breakers right as we're getting the panty dropper. So that would instantly make that trade a lower probability setup for me. Even if we got the confirmation, I'm probably not looking for shorts there. I'm personally going to be looking for longs through London high and through the fib projections of the breaker that we just created, right? Because that breaker we just created like had fib projections way above London high.
yeah, and
that 552 breaker.
I just want to say, keep in mind, I'm a little bit more aggressive with my plays.
Yeah.
So you got to pick your poison, right?
We took the 330 panty dropper. Let's see. Oh, with what, the Asia high?
Where 330? No, hang on. Okay.
I mean, very similar situation here. We're literally creating. We create a 5-minute bullish breaker. I see the Asia high SMT. I even see the breaker potentially going to be formed. I mean, that one I probably would have taken a stab on, honestly.
Right,
The
yeah.
risk is so good. Like, I would take a stab on that one.
Oh yeah, that's the one I took right here. But
Yeah, and I mean, I don't hate that one. And we got the confirmation. Yeah, 100% would have taken that. It's a good play. I would have been looking for Asia high to Asia low as well. We had equal lows on Asia low. Like, I would have slammed that penny dropper for sure. But to be honest, even after we got that panty dropper and it was a loser, I would have been looking to get right back in
yeah,
for the same exact type of play, an Asia high to Asia low. Because then NASDAQ took the Asia high and created an additional SMT. I would have been looking for shorts. I mean, there's just no way I'm not taking that panty dropper, and there's no way I'm not taking the additional try afterwards. And that's my favorite London play. I would gladly take 2 bullets on that. Yeah, it went straight down to... That panty dropper play, DOB. I would have taken risk on that as well. And you got the confirmation, you got the breaker during an SMR window. Yeah, I'm taking that. All right. Why is my replay tool not fucking...
oh man, I'm ready to get after it today. Eden, I am, buddy. It's good to have you back, man. Now we just gotta get Manab back in here. Had the whole game back. Oh damn, I didn't even realize the time. It is about to be open. I tell you, I personally think Open's just gonna rally, at least hit 4.5 of this 846 breaker, and then from there I ain't got a clue. Of course, we don't have to have a clue. We just play what price shows.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I think we're taking previous day high, whether we Judas down to go long or we just rip long and take it. I mean, there's multiple time-based breakers that align with that high. Weekly manipulation projection aligns right above the high as well.
Yeah.
Too much confluence for me to think that we're not drawing towards that. We have hit some projections already. But unless we get something obvious before open, I'm just going to wait post-open. I'd also prefer to see if ES can take that high before open. That would give me some little bit of confidence to take a position prior to open and ride the 930.
Would you look to penny drop that 846? I mean, it doesn't have SMT.
846 bullish breaker.
Yeah.
I mean, it did. It had 15-minute consecutive
Oh yeah, it had
candle.
consecutive candle. Yeah, my bad.
I mean, personally, no, because that low right there, I'm expecting to get ran into that 15-minute BISI. that sits on top of that London low 15-minute breaker. Personally fade that and looking for that 15-minute BISI there on top of London and Asia high. That'd be somewhere I'd look to long from if we get down in there. Get some SMT. Check this to see if it's on. Oh, it is not on. There you go. Hopefully that helps, Eden.
Okay, I've got mine on.
Mine was off. I usually don't need it on when I'm at home. I don't usually do these streams from my work laptop. My settings are fucking dookie. Yes, yes. If we confirmed 924 prior to the open, I'd probably take a stab on a short as well. To Judas lower.
Don't think we're going to get that close.
I don't think so either. The reason being, like 2.5 standard deviations from that breaker sits right down inside that 15-minute BISI I want to get tagged to get long off of.
I mean, that could be a good Judas, though.
I mean, likely we're going to get the Judas after the open. Not going to get a chance to get into it here. 929 would have to get real jiggy here. Bro, yeah, these 1-minute candles are actually kind of crazy, though.
Dude, we had a 300-pointer yesterday.
A 1-minute candle?
Yeah, it was like the 3 o'clock open or 1 o'clock open. It was insane.
Holy shit. That's actually foul.
I mean, just straight rocket.
It's actually wild to me.
Dude, yesterday was the wildest day I've ever seen traded.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 2,000 point range or some shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were minus 5% on the day, and then within 30 minutes open, we're at plus 5% almost. Insane.
That's crazy.
Insane. It was like
that opening created literally the entire fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the entire daily range done by fucking 10 o'clock.
I think it was like 1,800 points from that low to the high. I mean, within 30 minutes.
All right, 930's opening here.
Dude,
we're going higher.
Kind of muted here. I figured we'd have a little more volatility.
Some folks are probably very welcoming to the sight of not too much volatility.
Of course, it only takes one tweet.
That's crazy, man. Okay, I'm flat here out of the open. I was looking to potentially get into something prior to open, but no dice. See, are we in sync this morning? Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. So, assets are in sync for me. I would use YM first 30 minutes if I needed to. How much impact do we think fake news had yesterday? Honestly, I read something about that. I have no idea.
They say the fake news?
Yeah, I mean, apparently the news
yeah.
that's been this long yesterday was fake, and obviously the White House came out and said it's false. I mean, I think a lot of people look at that shit.
Well, I mean, AM Trader, I mean, look at the move. We had an 1,800 point rally off of it. I mean, it had a massive impact. I'm watching this 924. It still lines up pretty well. Down with that 15-minute BISI.
You'll notice that a lot, AM trader. Like every time you get big volatility injections, you get big news events, you get earnings reports. I mean, the market always has it set up right there waiting, and it's always just so random that it tags it or uses it or whatever. And that's how my Nvidia plays work. That's how I do a lot of what I do. I mean, shit, that's how I did the Trump trade. Like, there's always going to be a setup there in your lap. Till the injections coming to the market. It's already pre-prepped a breaker, or it's tagging a breaker, and or both. Pikachu says, "Valid, take that." I will not be taking that panty dropper. Pikachu.
Yeah, I won't.
Mentioned that earlier. I'm not taking panty droppers on the previous day high.
Yeah. Get a discount. We'll get in 300 points instead of 1,100.
Yeah. Because by the time I would even be comfortable panty dropping that, we'd be tickling the high already.
Imagine that distribution though. 2R. 2,200 points.
Panty droppers used to be 10-point stops. Now they're fucking 50-point stops. Yeah, that's one of the reasons, Pikachu. There's a lot of projections for NASDAQ that align with that previous day high. It would be really hard for me to think that NASDAQ's not taking that high, personally. So, if I think NASDAQ is going to be the one to take the high, it makes it much harder for me to panty drop it. And I have no reason to believe that NASDAQ's not taking that high. Size of the breaker doesn't necessarily matter. More about me expecting NASDAQ to run that high.
You cooking that long best? Yeah, baby.
Nah, don't worry about how large the breaker is, Pikachu, honestly.
My mentor once told me
Nice long.
told me the size of the breaker tends to be the size of the distribution. Or the larger the manipulation, larger the distribution.
And now I would consider NASDAQ and Dow a little bit out of sync. I'd probably be chilling on any Dow SMT here, unless we get it with significant session liquidity.
So this might be bad on me, but I think I gotta fade this breaker if it confirms, just because we got the 15-minute with ES.
Yeah, I'm also not taking this bearish breaker here.
I want to though.
It is valid with the previous day high SMT.
And it can cook, but
oh yeah. I will say one of the reasons why I would take this breaker, if anything, would be Dow took previous day high and then NASDAQ made 15-minute consecutive candle high. SMT being the one that needed some additional liquidity. That would make a little bit of sense to me. For a short. But I'm fading anything during this 9:30 window personally.
Mine is valid if you took it.
Yep, bearish breaker just confirmed. Good luck. That's a 100-point breaker already right out the rip.
Is it really? See, it doesn't look that big on the... Yeah, it doesn't look that big on the screen.
Oh, no.
Alright.
I'd be looking for 2.5 standard deviations from this breaker.
Yeah, right into the middle of that 15-minute busy.
Yep, SMT on the lows is wiped. This thing's going to distribute pretty quickly if we're trying to get short to get long, in my opinion. Hey, baby girl. Y'all going to the pool? No, are you going to the pool? Picking you. Okay.
Yeah, there's what.
That little kid, your sister? That's not very nice to say about your sister. Not very nice to say at all.
Alright, we got another retouch of it. Drop.
Bob, I need help.
AM Trader, where you got -4 and what busy? I got -2.5.
Yeah, I got -2.5 sitting in the 15-minute busy here.
I tell you what, this will be foul if they create that breaker and then they just rate it higher.
I mean, I'm expecting that to happen. Honestly, that's
Yeah.
big reason why I'm not taking the breaker.
You're talking about time based. I gotcha. Yeah. Well, let's see today.
There's no way I'm risking my first trade on a trade like this right out of the open.
No.
I'm good on that. Not after all the sell side liquidity we've taken last week and what we did yesterday. I'm good.
Let's see where this bullish breaker would take us if it creates. Tell you what, if this bullish creates, that -2 is right into that 15-minute unmitigated breaker. But can't take it long either.
No, I wouldn't be taking this long.
Yeah, I can't.
Chloe? You're camping in. I can't get in the pool with you, you know?
Eden, I mean, we're very bullish, and I mean, it was, yeah, like CS said, it was created with 15-minute consecutive candle SMT. She's got a lower probability for me. I'd much rather get down here into this 15-minute BISI, get long, and risk it there. Or we take yesterday's high on NQ and then I'll risk a short. Yeah, I mean, when we confirmed it, we still had consecutive candle SMT, so I'm good on fading that. Yeah, no worries, brother.
Is anybody short off this breaker? I'm curious.
I'm sure there's some.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in shorting this. Even if it does go to target, like the target is somewhere I'm looking to long, so
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. And if I'm just wrong completely and we're short of shit, then
Yeah.
sucks. But I'm fine with that as well.
What up, Bradley? Alright, Eden. I'm gonna have to ban you for 24 hours.
I'm honestly fine with a GIF. I'm not in the trade.
I think my brain has just developed a hatred for that bunny so much. I don't even want to go to Disney World anymore. Hey, you saw the power of the bunny? Look at that thing rocket.
Yeah, I'm down to do a 24-hour stream when NASDAQ becomes 24-hour tradable. I mean, it's 24-hour tradable right now.
Yeah, but
Trip is fine. Really
options.
hectic. Weather's been kind of shit.
I tell you, it's gonna make it. I think it's gonna make Asia a lot cleaner to trade.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that's another point as well, Bradley. The previous day high S&T, I'd need to see some kind of larger breaker nearby in order for me to get short. Like that 920 candle, like if that was a bearish breaker, I would get short off the 1
Yeah.
minute looking for that 5 minute confirmation. I think that's a really good point as well. And this type of open right here is exactly why I'm not interested in shorting this shit. Like that overnight move that we had, being that large, rating London low and London high, screams a pretty sloppy open in my opinion.
Let's see. I know some of y'all play this first presented fair value gap or whatever you call it. Let's see. That means we're long, right? No, yeah, I've got no clue either, DLB. I just know the shit works. I don't study it though. Bradley, I think you will get a trade today, brother. All right, so let's talk about that short right there because I know some took it because they said it fit the model. You heard the discussion by Tenni and me both on why we didn't want to take it, so that's where that discretion comes into play. We were both willing to miss a move because chances are, long is the play right now. Definitely, we're not willing to take a loss on that trade just because it fit the generic model. And also notice we didn't hit projections from that breaker either, which typically we do. Delta, where'd you add? On 921, 922?
My room is really loud right now, CS, but yeah, so a big reason for me is I do not like to take trades after 9:30 open unless after the 9:30 open significant liquidity is rated. If I'm going to use liquidity being rated prior to the 9:30 open, I want that breaker to confirm prior to the 9:30 open. Out that breaker was an easy fade for me.
Yeah.
Even though the previous day high SMT we had already 930, that window right there, unless that window specifically is taking significant liquidity, I'm fading the breaker pretty much every time during the 930 open. Why a lot of you guys lose a lot of 930 open trades is you treat it like any other macro, and that's just not how that macro is. That macro is by far the most unique macro there is in all of trading, in my opinion.
I'll personally be fading this 944 as well if it confirms in the macro. Of course, this did hit projections to the tick. Look at that.
Only reason why I would potentially consider this breaker if it confirms after 950 is the 5-minute potential. It's also a 5-minute breaker.
Yeah, and I just noticed this -4 to the tick. That's a big tail.
Yeah, I see that as well.
Where do these projections have us? Into that Bitsy. It is 1 point short.
Breakers of fade for me, anyways. Closed outside of the macro, created in outside of macro.
Yep, that saved us right there. Bess, you're probably right. This thing might take us to all-time lows. Now we get that 5-minute confirmation. Let's see, where's that take us down to? 2.5
Yeah, if
takes
the
us down
5-minute
to Asia.
confirms, that would make this valid, but that's about it.
Yeah. And then, look, we got 4.5 down here to that yesterday's lunch low almost. NQ got us trading on a budget.
Yo. Yeah, that's actually funny as shit.
You said 5 minutes so ugly? Let's. Look, the algo doesn't discriminate.
Yeah, unless that 5-minute confirms, I'm not interested in this short at all.
Yeah.
Not even remotely close. Again, I do think that all shorts will be violated until NASDAQ takes yesterday's high.
These rules looking like they're gonna save some people.
And I'm willing to be wrong on that as well. Even if we do get a short, I'm willing to be wrong and miss the short because I want to be selective with my trades. And we talked about it pre-stream too. Like, what has the last 2 weekly profiles been? It's been Monday, Tuesday long, midweek reversal. Every single short has gotten violated on Monday and Tuesday. Like, I am not going to sit here and freely risk my capital knowing that. Doesn't mean I won't take a short, but it means like I'm not going to take a short that I'm not even remotely confident in.
I hope nobody took that breaker. Prince, that's right.
Yeah, I hope nobody took that breaker either. That breaker was, I mean, it's not even valid. It's not even just a fade. That breaker's legit not valid at all.
But pay attention, read an order flow. Every bearish breaker's failing quickly.
Yeah. Yep. Rules do save your motherfucking ass. That they do.
Dory, I mean, 931 was valid, but I don't know if you heard the reasons why we faded it.
Which one? Oh,
931.
931. Yeah, 100% fading that.
Yeah, Dory basically did not take significant liquidity with that run up. And I mean, everything's just been bullish, so willing to miss the short into the 15-minute BISI down there in order to get long. And projections had not been met on some of these other bullish breakers. Specifically that 846 one. Nah, Bradley, we have potential for a 15-minute swing point. Look at 845 low. There's a potential 15-minute bearish breaker there.
I like that idea, CS. I think you'll find that you do mighty fine with that. You're at the level where you can allow yourself to do that, in my opinion.
Oh, I'd 1,000% agree with you, Tenny. And also, CS, the 2 bullet rule, I think, is to help protect traders from themselves. I think you are disciplined enough that if you see a setup, take it. I mean, but that's just my view on you. And I think Bradley's the same.
London low SMT. Yeah, I got that one marked out, Bradley. And then I have the, I think it's like the 2 or 12, 15-minute breaker, whatever other one overlaps with the midnight open. 12 o'clock breaker, 12 o'clock bullish breaker. I have that marked out as well. Both of those breakers sit right on previous day high.
Yeah, which
I'm
one?
very adamant about previous day high getting ran.
What'd you say, Tenny? I got 445. I've got the midnight.
Yep.
I got yesterday at 8 o'clock. I mean,
I do not have that one marked up personally, but I have the other two.
Yeah, there's no
And I
S&P
got the
on
weekly
it.
open projections marked up as well.
Yeah, I've got that as well. Let's see. Eden said the important thing that you both said that I think people missed was, correct me if I understood it wrong. If liquidity is taken prior to 9:30, then the breaker should be confirmed prior to 9:30. The breakers we want to take after 9:30 should be in combination with liquidity we take after 9:30. Taking breakers with liquidity prior to 9:30 and confirmation after a lower probability generally. Yeah. I like it, Colin. Alright, I'll tell you what, it's looking like ES is running for prior day high before NQ. Right, and it goes back to what Eden said too. I mean, think about when Tenny wants to take a pre-market trade. He needs significant liquidity rated. So it's the same concept for the open. All right, ES is pushing. Man, I wish we had a nice breaker at yesterday's high on NQ.
Yeah, I was about to say I would love the penny drop previous day high if ES runs it.
I want to short this so bad.
I will not be doing so.
No, I won't either, but man.
I will say though that if we get up to that 4 standard deviations of that midnight breaker, like that would be where I would be looking to short Nasdaq with a penny dropper. The price is 310.75. If we get to that, just got a SMT.
Yeah. Hang on, let me mark this on my chart so they have it. Which
4 standard deviations from the 12 o'clock breaker.
12 o'clock.
I don't think the 5% rule applies best wick to longs.
It does.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah,
Good
the
note then.
market will still stop on a 7%
On a
rally.
circuit breaker?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which is insane, right?
Yeah, I honestly didn't know that. I learned something today. That's going to be wild. They never circuit breaker short, but they'll circuit breaker long.
Yeah.
After all the fucking crazy shit.
So
That's wild.
Tenny, let's talk about that -4 standard deviations from the midnight open. If we, so I mean, how would you look to panty drop that? I mean, just take the risk at -4 and then stop at -4.5. Because I mean, there's no breaker up there.
Hold on 1 second. I'm responding to someone.
Okay. Or I guess you could do -4 and stop at prior day high.
All right, now what were you saying? Sorry, you said something about the penny dropper up here.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got the midnight breaker, right? And I
Yep.
mean, how would you play this? Just, I mean, would you look to enter at the -4 level with the stop at prior day
Yeah,
high?
I would. That's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly how I would play.
So that would look something like that.
Yep. I mean, the breaker swings are already there. They're large, but they're there. I mean, it'd be a valid play for me. It's the best way you're going to get a short here if we are going to short.
So I hope y'all listened to that. That was a pretty good little aggressive tip there. With really good context behind it. Yeah, we're 1% away from
From being 5%. Yeah, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah. Well, if we hit it, I need to not copy trade, but we're gonna trade cash today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're gonna cook it too. Tenny, per our conversation yesterday with AMP, they sent the money within an hour or two after request.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
I still haven't withdrawn mine.
Hey, Tenny, Johannes has asked if you could repeat the PD location and how you would do it.
Yeah, so for here, right? I mean, it's very similar to how I traded the Trump news. Whenever I have a projection level that's up inside of a breaker or near a draw on liquidity, and I think that Nasdaq may not be the one to take it, I'll use that standard deviation projection as a limit order to play the panty dropper. So in this instance, I would take the 4 standard deviations of the midnight open breaker. That's the 12 o'clock breaker, and 4 standard deviations is right at 310.75. I'd place a limit there, and I'd put my stop loss at the previous day high.
So we'd have it like that then, huh?
Yes, you would. What's the percent rule today? Anybody know? Any numbers?
Let's ask Lucy. I mean, hell, I need to uncopy, I think. Was that 1%? I mean, that's another 100 points. That's not 1%, right?
I have no idea. I don't know what the 5% rule is.
I tell you what, I think that is going to be close.
5, 10, 19. Okay, so it could. Okay, so it could raid previous day high, and I wouldn't be violating any 5% rules.
Okay, so this is a valid limit then. And if we get stopped, it's fine. Alright, 10 o'clock did what?
Mhm.
Alright, let's see what we get. Alright, so we got the prior hour high with YM as well.
Eden said first time seeing the panty dropper live. Okay, let's go. Hope it's a good first experience for you, brother.
About to lose his virginity live. I like that.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, anybody in this group would be like, what in the fuck is this guy doing?
Oops. Let's see if we can get that 10 o'clock. I mean, that'd be fantastic.
He does say the best time to short is when the market's just raging higher.
Yeah.
We taking that to heart a little bit here.
I need to get my ad calculator going.
Yeah.
Where's my calculator? Did I tell you what? I don't know if I'm just inputting this wrong, but the past few times my ad calculator has not worked right. 18310. I think it's user error.
He said if this hits, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You're gonna fucking be drooling, Eden. That's what you're gonna be
We're gonna
doing.
look for the next play.
Facts.
Let's see, 18, 2, 20, 25.
And I'm already up almost 1 hour. Let's get it, baby.
Oh yeah, I'm up over 1 hour. Let's see, a new stop loss will come in.
All right, let's see. Where's the first breaker? It's this one right here, right? Yeah.
Good lord, that breaker is massive. Okay, so I could add one. Oh, yeah, Cute Ninja, that was the 12 o'clock. Hang on, let me. The 12 o'clock long.
Yeah, Bradley already showed him.
Okay.
Bradley showed him already. Yeah. I was going to show him as well, but Bradley showed.
Sorry, we in the zone over
Thank you,
here.
Bradley.
Trying
Let
to
me,
figure out
I need to
this.
find a laptop charger. My shit's about to die. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's prior day high delta. Look, so -4 from this midnight open breaker with a stop at the prior day high. Very aggressive. Now look, what we might potentially be setting up for is one more little dig higher, and then we do have that breaker right on 10 o'clock. But I want to see it just dump it.
Okay, I'm back. Yo, this thing's ripping. That's not how we drop the panties, NASDAQ.
Well,
I could see us create this new breaker here at 10:07.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them. It makes sense to me.
Yeah. Time-based CSD. I'd be diggity down with that shit.
I need to go update my calculator.
And then my target on this would be 4 standard deviations from that new breaker. That'd be my first partial. Again, it sits right inside that 15-minute VISI that I talked about earlier. Top step is short.
Oh shit! I gotta get out.
Bro, best way. I think it's a possibility that NASDAQ takes the previous day high, but it's something I'm willing to take a risk on with ES tagging it and us hitting a 4 standard deviations from a time-based CSD breaker on the midnight open.
Eden, I'm not gonna lie. If I want to get into the move, I'm getting into the move.
Yeah, I mean,
Right
you
now.
really can't. There is no 5-point rule in this environment, brother. You wait for 5 points and you just don't get in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I haven't really been too worried about the 5% rule. Like, I'll get in whenever I think that I need to get in. Market volatility calls for different types of conditions and different types of different navigation tools. They added more to shorts. Oh
I
god.
mean, it makes me not want to add. Oh man.
Honestly, I don't really care too much about that shit, man. I'm just trolling.
I know. Oh, let's look at this. You fun. Yeah,
What did
dude.
you?
That looked clean.
Yeah, that is really nice actually. And when you show it like that, it really shows you how these prices like use previous days highs and lows as support and resistance, huh?
You got a gift. Mm. Oh yeah, I mean we can confirm that 10:07 at 10:30, Bradley.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. Man, I don't care who's long, who's short. Like this is my trade. I take the trade, and I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck about anybody else.
yeah.
I know like a lot of you guys in here troll about that shit, but dead ass, like if you let that impact your trading, like you're dead ass a bot. And I mean that with all due disrespect.
All due disrespect. Call me Chat GPT.
I don't want to see Nasdaq sit here and consolidate prior to confirming this breaker. I will be watching for that as well. So like we got to confirm this breaker by that 10:30 macro, or else this shit's dead to me.
No, I just want to clarify. When you say 10:30 macro, it's got to confirm by 10:40.
Correct. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, let's not make one more high. My entry right now is 310.25 on the micro. Thank you, Pikachu. Kickapoo Pikachu. Alright, NASDAQ. Alright, we got a consecutive candle with ES now.
Did that make equal highs on Nasdaq? I'm fucking sitting here squinting at my laptop.
No, we got like a tick lower
Lower high by one tick.
by one handle.
Oh, yeah, one handle is one tick nowadays. Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, dude. Yesterday I had to on the 15-minute. It was like a 5 handle difference, and it looked like equal highs. I had to like zoom in. It's crazy.
Jesus, that's diabolical.
All right, we got it with YM now too. Just roll over in Q. Nope.
That's correct, CS. I don't care about what the 1 minute looks like. in terms of consolidation. It's more about the 15-minute chart and the time that we sit in the same exact range. So if 10:07 confirms now, I'm still fine with that.
We got about to take the stop though.
Looking like it.
Still, when it comes to risk reward, that's a good spot. Yeah, so unfortunately with my risk, if this does confirm now, I won't be able to add, but we can roll the stop down.
Yeah, if we confirm now, my stop would definitely get rolled down. It wasn't going to get rolled down before, but it would here. This would be close enough to where I would say that if we run that high, we're fucking cooking previous day high.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd save me. It honestly on this one would save me like a couple $1,000. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it would save me about $4,000 moving my stop loss down there.
He said that $4,000, that's a Kia. Excuse me.
Let's see. There'd be no SMT. Like none of the other assets have taken something that I'm missing, right?
No.
Okay.
They've
Yeah,
all
so
taken
if Nasdaq previous day high, like you'd have to wait for pretty much brand new SMT here.
Yeah, I think we'd have to wait till Friday. Or, no, I mean, yeah. I have to go hunting.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's been watching the like buy sell bid and ask, but like yesterday it was crazy watching it. It had jumps from like 5 handles on both sides. Just
I saw people talking about that on Twitter. I've never watched a bid and the ask except for whenever I was maybe trading stocks way back in the day.
yeah. I mean, like right now, I mean we're trading roughly at about a 50, a 2 tick difference, but like watching it, we just went from 314 on the buy up to 320. I mean, that's a big jump.
That's wild.
323 up to 327. I mean, crazy.
Yeah, volatility is high as fuck.
Yeah. Alright, SMR window, do your thing. Confirm this bearish breaker and let's take it down a little. Yeah, Junior, it's crazy. Alright, this is about to get rated. We'll zoom in so we can see it in real time. Or, I mean, give us a new breaker there. Yeah, Johannes, I've got the mini on the right and micro that I execute on the left. All my executions are based on the mini, though. Alright, NQ. No, you're good, Johannes. Alright, I still can't add on this if this breaker confirms, but we'll roll the stop down.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can, but I'm not adding. I will be gladly chilling on this. I'll take this as a I got lucky type shit.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You said
if this tanks, it'll be a legendary stream. Fuck yeah, it would be.
all-time lows. Alright, there we go. So
Yeah, I did PG. I did penny drop this. I explained why I would and why I did prior. I gave the logic and everything.
alright, so we got some targets to set up now. Which, I mean, this isn't going to be as good as it should be. Just because
No.
we couldn't add on it, right? I mean, this breaker's basically... But I'm going to roll my stop down.
I don't love the projections on this either, to
I
be
don't
fair. I mean, other than it just rates 930 low. I mean, projections on this breaker are hideous.
Yeah. The breaker
Doesn't give me a ton of
itself's
comp.
hideous, too.
Yeah. I'd still be using the 10 o'clock projections, honestly, for my targets here. Which 2 standard deviations has us below 930. Then 4.5 has us down back at midnight open. Later, Zeus.
Take care, buddy. That boy's...
I'm gonna take my first partial at 930 low though. As much as I want to be aggressive and greedy, like there's just not fighting.
Well, I mean, that is
Fighting with the market's going.
that is 4.5 standard deviations from this breaker. I mean,
Yeah, it's 2 standard deviations from the
Yeah.
10 o'clock projections as well. Just that tight shit. Come on, just that tight shit. Come on, just that tight shit. Regardless of the outcome of this trade, win or lose, this is going to be my last one. I'm going to hop off and go to the beach.
yeah, boy.
Nonetheless, it was fun to hop on here. I'm just at Panama City. Nothing crazy. Weather's been terrible, so today will be like the first day we actually get on the beach. Thank God for the indoor pools, but them shit's been packed.
this breaker gets violated. There she is.
That. Oh, I almost said that as an L, but I thought we smoked previous day high. We tickled it. If bro, this thing better not.
I rolled my
That would
stop
be
down. If that
diabolical.
if that thing dumps now, I will break something.
That'd be. Wait, did it violate it on the micro, the high?
No, I moved my stop down.
Oh, you moved your stop.
Yeah.
I did not. Only because I didn't like that breaker, and it didn't really change the amount of risk that I had on the trade.
Yeah, there wasn't much. 7 handles, I think. Henry, what's up, brother?
I'm on it. I'd be shocked if it doesn't go and raid that high, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be time to full pull now. Look at that. I hope this doesn't cost. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Fuck.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
these breaker projections look a little bit better if we get them, but holy fuck, that would be diabolical. I mean, they still show that 930 low. And the market is literally just creating bearish breakers, violating them, creating bearish breakers, violating them. Like, you can't just ignore that shit, honestly. I'd still be waiting for a close below 10 o'clock to even trust anything remotely close to a short. And we're about to get, I guess we just hit 1030. I thought we were already out of the 1030 SMR window. Yeah, this one's going to be painful. I'll create them with 15-minute SMT. That would be a no bueno. Unless it erases it before it creates it. Alright, breaker confirmed, but it confirmed with 15-minute consecutive candle on Dow. Yo, if this shit tanks, my lord, will it be one for the ages. This shit would be diabolical.
Yeah. Yes, it would. I do hope it does for, I mean, I'm out, so whatever.
Oh, man, it ain't gonna make it as fun if I don't get to win it with you, Mr. Brett.
I know.
Especially because we're doing the duo stream.
I know. Yeah, no shit, Silent T.
What do you say?
He said all for saving $50. Hey, you know what? It's the process, so I made a mistake, but
That is painful. Fuck me, you got a good point though. Like, fuck, save $50. I mean, I know you're out of this trade, Brett, but I hope this shit dumps to the depths. I need Trump to tweet some stupid shit right now.
no, it's gonna be a good lesson. Let everybody learn. It's all good. But I will say too, notice how this breaker, I mean, it looks a lot cleaner. Whether if it works or not, I mean, this is
Yeah, way
much
different.
cleaner.
Yeah, I agree.
So now look, if anybody's still in here, you can move your stop down about a handle. Alright, dump it for him. Don't go that way. Dump, dump, dump. Yeah, she about to cook. Drop it.
Thank you, Brett. On the market to go the other way. I appreciate you,
Yeah.
brother.
You know,
You're such a good friend.
it happens. We make mistakes, but
Oh yeah, I've been in some of these too where I'm fucking giga tilted. This guy said almost a full tank of gas in Georgia, bro. Holy shit. You're not wrong. Honestly, though, as mentioned, the market has just continuously created bullish breakers and then violated them over and over and over again.
you mean bearish
But not
breakers.
bear, sorry, yeah. Like, I'm not extremely hopeful for this trade, even though it did go down and create another breaker. Like, it's already done that as well and failed.
Yeah. Come on, drop it. No, don't drop.
I don't think we've created any new SMT on the highs either.
No.
No 15-minute, like even this breaker right here. Yes, it's been confirmed after previous day high, but we haven't created any new SMT on these highs. I would be usually whenever you see a situation like this and the other assets raid previous day high, you'd like to see Nasdaq make a new high, not necessarily like higher than previous day high, but at least make a new high relative to one of these 1-minute highs and create 15-minute SMT and then drop. But even then, you don't have that, so not really a sign of optimism for the short. And even without that, it can still work. But for me, like those are some of the things I like to read while I'm watching the tape.
Silent T, you got out too? That's it. You moved your stop.
Pain.
Yeah, brother, we're about to feel some pain, dude.
Nah, not necessarily.
Oh, I think we're about to get. I might have to take the rest of the day off. I like your positivity, Silent T. I got a really nice feel too. But exits are the important things, not the feels. And this is going to prove it here. I will say this 5 minute doesn't look like a reversal.
No, yeah, not at all.
Consolidation below prior day highs is not a good sign for shorts.
No, it is not.
Go the other way. Come on. Get a Bestwick Sibby here.
A Bestwick City. He said that City would be a fade.
Anthony, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, there's really been no FVGs in this entire range here.
I mean, yeah. The way that we traded post London was a good indication that the Open would be pretty dog shit. I mean, it's went up some, like we definitely, but I mean, we haven't really had any solid trade ideas, and it's violated any trade ideas you would have even considered taking.
I mean, Tanya's short. I need to jump back in. Is she listening to
She's
our
short,
stream?
but fucking quick, yeah. The fuck? Da, da, da.
Let's see. 3 minute inversion.
Yeah, did she actually type that on her? Yo, she's diabolical.
I don't see any 3 minute inversion.
Diabolical. Is there any news today? I haven't even looked. I'm way off my game being on vacation.
I didn't see any. I can pull it up real fast.
Just want to make sure I'm not missing something.
Yeah, we got yellow folder. We got FOMC member speaking at 10:30, which is past. We got no, that's yesterday. Sorry. We do have 6:45 Trump speaking tonight.
Yep, that's when I'm trying to trade. I'll be on the beach hitting a fucking Asia trade. GG. I'm just kidding. Just trolling, folks.
Never know.
I mean, if we do somehow short out of this, I would in no way, shape, form, or fashion think that we're short. We're just retracing to go long, in my opinion. I want that to be very clear here. Even with me being in a short, like I'm not thinking that we're reversing here. Like we are simply retracing to some kind of PD array down below, and then I'd be looking for long. I won't be at the charts to take it, but that's how I would be playing this for sure. With how long we've consolidated here, like that would be. I mean, it just makes a lot of sense.
Lots of it. Lots of it. Lots of it. Lots of it. Good gaming.
There's a close. Did it close below 10 o'clock? Again, I'm sitting here squinting on my fucking chart.
It closed below the opening time.
Yeah, it didn't close below those swings there, though. Okay, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
This will definitely be one for the ages if this shit hits.
It's gonna hit, brother. It's gonna hit.
It's wild how you feel more confident about that than I do, and I'm the one in the trade.
Yep. Well, I mean, when you make a mistake like, I don't know if it's a mistake, but
Again, target for me is going to be first partial at 930 low, especially because, as mentioned, I'm looking for a retracement specifically here based on what we've done since the breakers and the trade that I took formed. Like, I'm much more sure that we are going to be retracing here. So for me is at 930 low, or specifically it's whatever that candle is, 937, and then I'll hold the rest for as far as it'll go. Preferably down into the 15-minute breaker from London, if we can get that deep.
Ooh!
A little bit of volatility right there, man. The hell?
Yeah, the dump is about to be dumping.
Dump down to them lows for me, baby.
I'll be back.
All right.
It did close below those 10 o'clock candles as well.
Are the candles that overlap with 10 o'clock open? I mean, yeah, I'd like to see a little short here. A time-based projection down below that 930 low. 4 standard deviations from the time-based projections puts us right back on the 15-minute bullish breaker from London.
Alright, dump it for him. I mean, just all this consolidation up here. It's, ugh.
Yeah, disgusting, honestly.
Yeah. Until it's not. Until it hits TP.
Yo, drop this shit, baby. Come on now. Get jiggy with me. And watch me two-step to the left. And watch me two-step to the right. Now bring it back. Bring it back.
Zayus, no, I rolled my stop down on that breaker creation. I got stopped out. About to be hurting. A lot of pain, brother. A lot of pain. Phew. Yeah, we'd be up almost 2 hours.
Dang.
Yeah, we'd be up.
Yeah, I'm up roughly 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah. When in fact we lost like 0.75. Good game.
Dang.
I mean, just good lord.
Come on, baby.
Anthony, yeah, that's right. Big mistake.
Lats and sushi. I'm down with the sushi part. My lats may fall off if I try to do an exercise.
Brother, that's not lats, that's lattes.
Oh, Yo, I'm tweaking.
Lats
No,
and
your stream just closed for me, Brett.
Mine did.
Wait, it might just be my laptop.
Yeah, it's still going.
Pretty sure it's my laptop.
That's
Yeah,
some
never
big
mind, I'm
old
good.
lats. Jeez.
I'm tweaking, bro.
That's funny.
It is a funny. I mean, I did tell you guys that I don't know how to read.
JT, I will tell you though, lats and sushi, that's up my alley though.
Yeah, I mean, for him too. Like he likes to work out. That's why I thought it said lats. I didn't even think this gonna drink a fucking latte. That's actually fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, come to daddy, baby. Drop it down low.
Ooh.
Just needs to go hit this 930 low though, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Sneakers did say goodnight like an hour ago, bro. This guy's fiending to watch his TP get hit.
You know, I think I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tilted right now.
Yeah, I think you'd be lying too, brother.
I think I'd be lying.
My dog going haywire, boy.
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, my landscapers are here, and dogs in the backyard are going nuts.
Drop it down low, down low, down low. Drop that down low, down low. Oh, I'm Troliosi.
Dude, hell yeah, man. Thank you, Finos.
Tenni, did I move my stop? Yeah, I moved it to break even. I did move me stoppy.
Tinny, Dory's got a question for you in chat. Or he's typing
Oh shit,
it.
my bad.
He's typing it now.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was so insignificant, Dory.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for me to move my stop there. It's not a breaker I would take, not a breaker that I would add on for the panty dropper play, so I didn't move my stop.
I
Um,
strictly
and it didn't
bot
change
move.
my risk very much either.
Strictly bot over here. Just mechanical to the T. Just absolute. I mean, I just want to show y'all how to be mechanical. That's my goal in life. Fucking
Why
idiot.
wouldn't I take that breaker? I mean, that breaker's so the panty dropper play, right, is specifically because I am thinking that Nasdaq is not going to take that high. Once we get up that high on previous day high like that and create that type of breaker, I'm not thinking that anymore. Like I'm just simply I mean, I'm not taking a breaker that close to previous day high like that. Period. Like I'm just not doing that. If we had just now created previous day high, maybe, but like we created previous day high way before. Creating a breaker pretty much equal highs like that, I mean, it's just really risky.
And Acne Man, I saw your thing. Are those hounds? No. I got 3 dogs. One of them is a about 85% pit bull mixed with lab. For the rest, another one is a blackmouth cur, and then my third is
This shit is squirting for Papa right now. Come on now.
Malinois.
Yeah.
Yep. There's close to the first TP I was gonna have.
I talked about that already. Pikachu. Yeah, I have to watch back the stream that Brett uploads.
Yeah, Zeus, I'm talking about my dogs while y'all are eating up profit. Yeah, good game. Good game, me.
It's alright, Brett. I still love you.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's, yeah. Yep. Good lesson learned.
That's about to be 2 standard deviations hit off the breaker from the top.
Yep.
We have 1 hour low SMT with Dow.
Thanks, Bess. That makes me feel so much better. Give him a high five.
Just for a little recap here on this trade, if you guys haven't been in the entire time, I shorted 4 standard deviation projections from the midnight open breaker, right? So why is that significant? Midnight open projections tell me that what a reasonable and more high probability distribution is going to be for the day. And when NASDAQ hits 4 standard deviations of that, there is a potential that's the max expansion for the day. All right, so I am taking the risk on us hitting max expansion and creating SMT on the previous day high. So I put a limit order there as a panty dropper play with my stop above previous day high, or my stop on previous day high.
Here, if you look at my 15-minute, I've got it up
Yeah.
right here.
I'm going to take a partial here.
Good trade, Tenny. Real good trade, buddy.
Thanks, baby girl. I appreciate you.
God bless.
That's a little 4R ski.
Yeah, it is. It's a fantastic trade. I am hurting, AM. I mean, look, it's one thing taking a loss, but when you cause the loss, it's, yeah.
Yeah, them
tough
bitches be
enough.
hoiting.
Trading's tough enough.
Hoiting bad.
JT, yeah, I got a Malinois. Sweet, sweet dog, but that thing tears up my backyard. Does yours dig? Oh yeah, definitely crackhead.
Oh, this panty dropper was, this shit was one for the ages. That shit tickled my stop so fucking hard. I really wish I was recording my fucking screen for this one. Shit was wild, honestly.
Silent T, you know,
Not sure
I thought about re-entering too, but at the same time, every bearish breaker got violated. So I mean, I think the risk was high.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have entered that if I had gotten like somebody DM me and was like, "Hey, I didn't take that breaker at the top because it was so close to previous day high." And if I was just straight up standalone trading that breaker, I wouldn't take that trade either. Like, the only reason why I'm in this trade is because of the panty dropper. All right, gang. I think my family just got back with breakfast. If I'm not mistaken. Babe? Maybe not. I was about to say I'm about to dip out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I got runners, Delta. I got stop loss break even, and I got runners.
I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna close it down too after this is done. I need to go take a walk around my neighborhood.
I feel that, brother. I've been there.
Here, let's have some fun. Let's
All right, Brad, I'm taking over from here.
Yeah, I mean, there's the stop right there, y'all. Right there. Good game. Good game. God almighty.
I'm taking over from
That's
here,
painful.
Brother, you can take it over. Can you take over my trading too?
Brad. For the day? Yeah. I gotcha.
Still go.
All right, gang. My family did just get back, so I will let this one ride out to my other partials or stop loss, and then I'll post my execution later.
Tenny, good trade,
But, yeah.
buddy.
Appreciate you. It was a pleasure hopping on here and doing a little panty dropper with you guys.
Hey, send me some of your good mojo. Your boy needs it.
I got you, Brett. Thank you, Brett. I know you know, obviously a little bit difficulty right now, but I appreciate you hopping on here and streaming for the group. The logic and everything, super duper fun to always listen to.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all. And we'll see if we can do it again tomorrow.
All right, brother. Hey, go enjoy that beach.
Appreciate you, fam. Later.
All right, so I'm not in the trade, but I'll sit here for a few more minutes, and we can talk psychology real fast because I think this is y'all want raw and uncut. Um, I'm really, really upset with myself moving that. I mean, not granted, if that thing could have easily have just gone back up and taken the stop, and would I still be as upset, or would I be like, hey, I saved X amount of points? I still think I'd be upset because, I mean, at the end of the day, what is that gonna do for my account moving that stop? I mean, nothing, right? And I mean, it's just, I know it's mechanical. I know it's. You could say, hey, if you do that 100 times, you're probably gonna have positive EV. But I mean, really, what was I saving here? Let me see. The high of that was 53.75. I mean, we're talking 7 points, 7 handles. So on the micro, saving $14 a contract, right? And let's look at it on the flip side, right? Where was my entry? 310, wasn't it? Let's see. Entry was about right there. Well, hang on. I'm gonna try to line it up. So entry was right there. So I mean, yeah, look at that. So to save 7 handles, I gave up a potential 4-hour trade for my entry, right? So I mean, what was I risking? I think 200, 210. So I mean, that's $800, right? I mean it hurts. That hurts. Absolutely hurts. Yeah, and JT, I mean, look, it is a learning lesson. And I mean, let's say if, this breaker right here at 10:07 had formed, you move that stop, right? I mean, there's enough, I don't know. There's enough room for it to make a difference, but I'm glad y'all cooked if y'all are in it. But I am going to hop off. I'll be back for the PM. I think we can get some action going, and by then my head will be clear. And y'all stay safe over lunch. And if you're in this short, take it down to the freaking depths. Y'all bank on it. Appreciate y'all coming in, asking questions, being interactive, and I will chat with y'all soon. Take care, gang.